That always gets me. Okay, so it's been a while since I played, so let's go. Okay. So we take a look. Remember, we're starting from the very beginning. Let's go. So, part one of part one. We are gonna free Amaru. Yay! Oh. Okay, leave the animals alone. There's no need to kill them. Right. So early games, early stages. You don't really get anything worthwhile regarding flight-wise. And there's my first mistake, was I followed the road. You gotta keep an eye on your radar. No, we're not going to bother with him. Let him go. He's not anything worthwhile. Well, not yet. And you can see that radar at the bottom right. Can be. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I killed 6 of his ancestors in just by being. Right. Okay. Oh! God damn it! Oh, okay. So, just like real life, keep looking ahead when you're driving, because if you're looking at your front bumper or your bonnet or hood, as the Americans would say, you're only concerned with the immediate without being able to anticipate. He said, crashing into everything. So do look ahead. If you've got the ability on your graphics card, do up the frame rate or field of view and the distance. I'm not saying it's impossible to get a helicopter here, but it's a bit more fun driving actually. It really does.
A lot of these Sicarios are ex-military.
ID your targets. If Amaru gets killed by a stray round, Operation Kingslayer will be dead in the water before it even starts. Let's go.
Okay, you heard that. They spotted the zone where you should be. Well, we can see it. Now, we've got choices here. We can turn the car around and just stop traffic, or at least back it up a little bit. But it's early stages. This is not a tactic we need yet. In some cases I may drive the car all the, you know what, let's just do an example anyway. Let's just let him go. Right, okay, let's just see how compliant the traffic is. We don't have to do anything, and we certainly don't need to shoot at this point. All we want... Oh, read the tutorial. Use a handgun. Press Control and C to crouch. Control, yeah, okay. But some tips are press Control to crouch and C to prone. If you don't know prone, then... Anyway, you get indicators on the dudes that know. They glow. So you can see on the radar things are beginning to stack up there. That's great, because what will happen with any kind of
Yeah, we got hostiles.
logic, well, they will just back on up, and then occasionally someone might get through. But we're not here to back the traffic. We don't mind about those. We can get round those by just getting into the farm. Next, make sure you've got a good view. Now, I'm using this gun as a zoom, but oh, I should have. No, actually, not yet. I'm going to use binoculars. That's what I'm here for. And you can actually zoom in with binoculars by using the scroll wheel by default. And the whole point is,
marked, but he's got a civilian nearby.
We're not sending in any kind of explosives. We don't need to at this point, but you don't know that yet. So, the whole game is about recon, and there you go. Did you hear that? Ding, ding, ding. That means something's nearby that is witnessed us, and we get a fraction of a second to get out of their way. Now, I personally just like to literally get out of the way. I'm quite happy for the game to run. I've got hours. There's no need for mega kind of aggressive. However, as the SAS in the UK, would our special forces would say, would be surprise, aggression, and speed. We don't have that ability, but we are getting a grip with the game, so we can take some out, and that's the intention for me right now. I'm going to try to take out anyone that isn't near someone else. I don't see anyone coming down the road. You see the road's blocked up that way. We are quite, normally it's quite a different situation. You will get the Santa Blanca cars passing by, and they will cause you a problem. Now,
one narco, front of the barn.
There you go. And that's the benefit of having a squad. Over there, though, if you look at 12 o'clock currently on my radar, in that barn there is a medal. And if we go in and complete the mission, we're going to have to come back and get the medal. So for me, it's best just to get the medal. Just go anywhere. If you get a sight, you'll get the noise, and if you get sighted, you'll get the noise. And
it's a Santa Blanca commendation.
Now,
Sicarios will be missing this.
So I press number 3 just to switch to pistol, and there you go. We've got a skill point. Now those do add up. Okay, and now we've got a new vantage point without going in. We've got a new vantage point. We can use binocular, which is B by default, just so we can see what the territory looks like from this point of view. We'll put B away, we'll bring out Z, which is our drone, and we are, you know, we're all about getting info. The whole point is info. You can't do anything without info, or if you do do anything without info, you're gonna be surprised. There you go. So we put a drone away. We think we captured everything. So let's actually let's just see who's nearest. Anyone that it's like chess. Anyone that can back up someone needs to go first. Kill the backup, then kill the target. Okay. So it looks currently as though those two could go first and not have any consequences. So this is where you're going to get the sink shot. So let's whack it, sink shot on there. We'll sink him. No. No. Sink him. No. Sink the one that's nearest. You know what? Screw it. Don't do it. Sink the one that's the backup. If the backup and the target swap positions, then so does their responsibility. They should be both backing each other up. So that guy that was going to shoot is now all the way around there, but this guy can be seen from another of his colleagues. So the sink shot goes on this guy who's completely useless. Let's just, can we sink him?
Got it. Moving.
There we go. No, don't do anything at this point. Don't do anything at this point. He's also, because he's bright orange, you can see that he's in range. But the minute we take a photo, take a shot, then the sync ready will kick in and it will kill that particular target. So let's get some cover. First of all, we switch to a decent weapon that can see over that distance. We can see that one's synced, but there's another guy right beside him.
Fire. He's dead.
There you go. So we killed out the two nearest guys to those guys. Just evacuate. There's nothing to stick around for at this point. I know a lot of people have done this video and they just go, they ram on in and they do the damage and but they don't have time to explain the technique, do they? And so that's target one. Now we'll call our squad back. So if we go regroup,
Rally up, people.
I want those over here. I want them to be at a visible distance completely. So even if there was an issue or they were alerted, we are completely out of the area. And in that case you would see a circle, a yellow circle around the radar on the bottom right, and it would say hunted, or it go orange and say suspected, etc. And our whole game is about getting this guy out right now, and we are just going to take it easy and just every few yards. And I keep saying, well, maybe I should just shut up and get on with it rather than explaining what I'm doing. But you can see there's another guy there. He's alone. We'll quickly sink him.
Got it. Moving.
In fact, let's not do anything. Let's just
Ready. Call the shot.
go.
Got it.
And that guy there. Now, while we wait for our sink shot to engage, we're doing nothing. Just do nothing. Put the drone away. So the drone battery will run out first. Okay, so that's it for, you know, getting your drone to help and sync shot. But what about when can you take a pot shot? Well, this guy is a prime candidate. And
We're good.
you will hear from your crew that you're good. So by now our sink shot should have behaved itself. Always change weapons to a quick firing ammo. Fire up a drone, quick firing ammo like an assault rifle. So we could sink him, but let's have a good look. I don't know about you. Even moving the skill around makes it look empty. So what we'll do is we'll sink the one we can't reach. Come on, sink. Right, drone has to go away. So, alright, we'll sink the one we can't reach, and we'll shoot the one we can. Alright, crouch. See, you see how that's turned to suspected in the bottom right? Let's take him out quickly. So we'll sink that dude because he's furthest, and I'll take care of that one there.
Say the word.
So two, which is our sniper. Boom, headshot.
Tango's fucking down.
Okay. Now these are just easy Santa Blancas. You know, these are pretty passive kind of dudes. Always switch back and always reload. For me, that's my middle mouse button. I was hoping it was. There you go. It is my middle button. So always switch back to the fastest firing weapon you have. Always. And always reload before progressing. As you get closer to a target which your drone has identified, as you get closer, you may need to bring this down to all kind of Uzi or you know, all kinds.
This will go nice with my boots.
There you go. Considering we cleared everything out of the way, we've got just 2 enemies left, and there's someone, according to our radar, not too far away. The good news is he can be sink shot. See, we're sinking. Now we can just
Ready to fire.
take our time, and they could just they lost the target. That's okay. That happens all the time.
Good to go.
Now he's good
No
again.
target. Repeat. No target.
So we'll take him out ourselves. Now we've got 1 target and 1 person to save.
The drone is up.
We've got 1 sink shot available. You get more later. Remember, recon everything. That guy needs to go.
Fuck. Engaging. Ready to fire. Got one.
So if you ever get engaged,
That's it, we're clear.
always, it sounds mad, but try to, even if you don't need to sink shot anyone, try to sink shot or put a target and sink shot on the nearest enemy, just the nearest one, because that's the one that's most likely to discover you. So all you've got to do is then just shoot your gun. Even you don't even have to aim, you just shoot your gun. You don't have to mess around with holding Q or stuff like that. If you just make good use of this, because it's really a lot more simple than it As always, look for ammo. As always, reload. Or in my... Yeah. Always carry the fastest reacting. Okay, so he's a bit sweary. He's angry at being in there. Keep your weapons updated. Now, some people wouldn't do this. They'd just go let him out and top up on the way. But I'm not going to take the risk. I don't want them. I don't want them to have the opportunity just as we're escaping and completing the mission.
A lot of goodwill from the rebels.
So for me, all the ammo. Let's let him out then. So, open the door is E, we shoot at it. Or if we press H, we put the guns away, and we're going to have some picklocking. There you go. Right, we'll go to him and talk. Hey, bro.
Are you Amaru? What's left of him anyway? Come on, we're getting you out of here.
Easy as that. Now we've done all our loading and collecting and crap like that, so it's quite easy enough just to get in the helicopter and go.
I'll fly.
Seriously, do your groundwork. Do your groundwork before doing critical mission part. Do your groundwork. Do the basic bread and butter.
Back to your friends. Entonces Pacatari has made his deal with the malditos extranjeros, the young fool. Take it up with him, senor.
Okay, get good with helicopters. There's going to be a point in the game where you... Oh. Alright, we'll leave it for now. There's going to be a point in the game where you are going to need to duck, dive, twist and get really fancy on your helicopter controls. So there's two ways. Either fly extremely high up to avoid the SAMs, okay, surface to air missiles, or you can fly low and close and just hope. Okay, it looks we're good here, so we're going to land this situation and get it done, and I'll close the video. And
This is it.
obviously I'll pick up the weapon. In fact, I'm just going to move towards it. And that. There you go. We're in safe hands. So, hey, Commander. There you go. We get this. We get a new weapon to go into our inventory. Look at that. M40A5. Oh, that's no joke. Now, this guy won't go in before anyone else. In earlier versions, and I'm not sure if it still works because obviously I'm alone, but if you do have a team squad, they could just go in one by one and keep coming in and out and in and out and getting all the XP and points and stuff. And then when you finally sort of walk him into the place, that's the last time. No one can go in and out or out and in no more. As always, check your loadout. Now, like I just said, it would be so easy. Go in and come out. That's it. But the person that's doing the leading or the operation or whoever's actually loaded the mission, they should be the last to do their thing. Right, we watch a cutscene and I'm out.
Are you hurt?
Santa Blanca is not the most gracious of hosts. These Aucas, these demons, they got questioning me. Let us say, their talk of love was enough to make me vomit. But their methods were not...
Were their names Yuri and Polito?
Si, Yuri Polito.
These are the fucks that tortured Ricky Sandoval while Sueño questioned him. I want them bad.
We only saw run-of-the-mill Sicarios when we freed Amaru.
But I haven't seen Yuri and Polito in at least 3 days, maybe 4. I don't know where they are now.
We need more intel.
We'll search every village and camp until we find something.
Somebody's gotta know something. Gather documents, hack computers, interrogate hostile lieutenants, talk to civvies, whatever it takes.
We'll turn over every rock.
There you go. They're going to turn over all the rocks. So, that's mission 1. And once you get your points, there you go.